Welcome to Table Talking with Ian Menifee. I am your host. Get ready for a live, really dope show. Very informative, very true to heart, and very real. All I can say is, thank you for coming through. Pull up a seat, pour you a cup, grab you a snack, and get ready to kick back. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Table Talking with Ian Menifee. This is episode 8. Wow. So this is Easter Sunday, so happy Easter to those who do celebrate Easter. And if you don't celebrate Easter, still peace and blessings sending to you your way. Enjoy this peaceful day where we can relax and enjoy some good vibes. So episode 8, I'm gonna shoot the breeze. Cause it's been a minute. It's a lot of stuff that's been going on in various aspects of life. So I'm just in here, shoot the breeze with y'all. And then we're gonna get back to our regularly scheduled programming. So first and foremost, I just want to send some love and blessings out to the families affected by the tragedy that happened in Baltimore on the Francis Scott Key Bridge a few days ago. That was pretty insane to see. I was just like, damn, man. It's like, because that day, once I saw that, and because I was up early, out, handling some work. And to me, I was just said, like, I have no business feeling the kind of way, no business wallowing in negativity, no business being on foolishness, because there are people whose lives been changed forever. Because again, with life, you just never know. You just never know. Like I keep telling myself, and I've told others, that we're not here long enough to be stuck on the shit that we be stuck on. You got to make the most of each and every moment and just keep pushing. So yeah, definitely sending peace, love, and blessings the way of those folks and their families. Especially the families whose loved one is not coming back. But on the flip side, we had the headlines dominated by negativity surrounding Diddy, 50 Cent. All that kind of stuff I'm not going to really get into because it doesn't serve any purpose to continue to give that life. You know what I mean? It's like, that's rich folks' problems. Whereas if there's people that have been truly affected by the allegations or these things that have been alleged to have happened, then let's seek justice. But like all this foolishness with every headline, then when you click on one article, the algorithm violates your feed with this stuff. Like, I would rather not, And then, like, I've been telling people, like, you know what, my algorithm has been insane, So, yeah, we're not going to get into that. But I will say, please be mindful of the content that you absorb. the content that you feed yourself on a daily basis or throughout the day. You do have to take breaks. You do have to cleanse your feed. You do have to cleanse your search engine. Let's just be mindful of what we allow ourselves to intake. Then more so to just have a clear conscience here, clear mind as we navigate our own personal lives, separating fantasy from reality, real from fake. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, I'm cool on that. But what I will say, I know I'm a little late. But again, I'm just sitting here shooting the breeze. One of the shows that I've watched on Stars, Hightown, is over with after 3 seasons. 3 seasons. Season 3 was 7 episodes with too many questions and too many cliffhangers. And the even crazier part is they are taking it off of Stars. I think it's at the end of this week, or the end of the month, one of the two, which is really right now. And I understand because Stars was going on like a mass rampage of budget cuts because they cut off Power Book 2 Ghost. So from what I understand, this last season 4 is going to be broken up into 2 parts. So part 1 is 10 episodes, and the part 2 is 10 episodes, or however they do it. That's kind of creative. But yeah, like I like that series. But again, if money is the thing, and then there's a lot of high profile people on that particular show. We got Method Man, Mary J. Blige, Lorenz Tate. Those 3 come to mind in particular. So I definitely get it, but it sucks because I know people weren't a fan of Tariq, but just Tariq's story and his evolution or lack thereof has been quite entertaining, to say the least. And you can see the parallels between him and his father, Ghost. And since we're on the subject of the Power universe, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, is a damn good series. We are going to get a season 5. So this past season, it left no stone unturned. I mean, it was pretty damn lit. You're not going to get any spoilers out of me, but I would imagine that wouldn't go to full 5 or 6 seasons, however they're going to go about it. Just because to that point, there's going to be a new Power spinoff, Power Origins, and that's going to go into the origins of the young Tommy and Ghost. And those are 2 characters people been clamoring for in the Raising Kanan series outside of Breeze. And the funny thing about it, at work, I was just telling my coworker, I said, you know what? If we get introduced to Breeze and Tommy and Ghost, we won't see them until almost the tail end of Raising Kanan. And now that with this major announcement, it all makes sense. Because they know that everybody is fiending for Breeze. So Breeze is going to come. But to introduce Tommy and Ghost, it would be near the end of what the Raising Kanan series. Like, that would be my guess. But I come to find out I was right about that. So, but yeah, it's just that's how I've been really just staying cool, just watching TV. those 80s and 90s babies. You know, X-Men 97 is on Netflix. I'm sorry, not Netflix. I'm thinking about Masters of the Universe. I mean, I must want to watch it. It's on Disney Plus, and I like it. I love it. Like, I was all in. Matter of fact, I have another episode to catch because I watched the first two. So, X-Men 97 is definitely worth checking out. It's pretty damn dope. And I must say that although Cyclops is still a sucker to me or whatever, they did him justice. Like, he really held it down in that leader role. You know what I mean? It was like he had a perfect balance of nagging, but he put his money where his mouth was at. And speaking of, you know, recreational, I got a video up of me purchasing All Elite Wrestling's video game, Fight Forever. And I just want to say really quick, like, the game kind of grew on me a little more, but I still don't like it. I'm not going to trade it in. I'm going to try to get some fun out of it. So really quick, me and my bro, we've been waiting. Ever since the game dropped, we were very apprehensive about buying it. But it stayed $60 for so long, because that was the retail price. So when I was in GameStop a week ago, and I saw it, I didn't get it for Xbox S. I got it for the PS4. It was $29.99, and I was back and forth about it. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let me go ahead and get it. Let me see what it's hitting for. And that game definitely leaves a lot to be desired. So when you get a chance, check out my episode AEW Fight Forever, side eye, because that definitely was not hitting for anything. But I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna still jig with it, because I don't want to feel like I wasted $30. You know what I mean? I do understand it'd be like that sometimes. And speaking of wrestling, there's a lot been going on. We are on the cusp of WrestleMania. Everything with Cody Rhodes versus the Bloodline, The Rock, the final boss. Seth Rollins interjected the whole CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins. We got Jade Cargill, and she's going to make her debut at Mania. We got the Judgment Day with the six-pack challenge against 5 other teams, because they are the current Unified World Tag Team Champions. And it's brother versus brother, Jimmy Uso versus Jay Uso, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Like, WrestleMania 2 nights are going to be damn good this year. And Raw and SmackDown, they have been on fire for sure. And as a wrestling fan, I love to see the diversity. I love to see the variety. Just the evolution of the sport itself, as far as everything from a programming standpoint. And I'm very well invested. It's going to be lit. Like with AEW, you know, I'm really feeling like Swerve Strickland. Yes. Get the belt off Samoa Joe, Mr. Strickland. Like, we need that. The House of Black. Like, you know, I jig with the House of Black. STP, Shane Taylor Promotions, like, they are there. Even though I would like to see more. Even with Athena, she's the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. But I'm not really sure what Tony is doing with the ROH brand. But it's there's this stigma that black athletes do not get their shine. And that has put a black eye on pro wrestling for a very, 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 very long time. As far as the stereotypical representation, lack of champions, improper push, just all of that kind of stuff. So that's one thing I would like to see AEW do better with representing their black superstars and the Ring of Honor brand itself. I mean, it's good for business. You know, it really is. And to case in point, SmackDown ended with Bianca Belair, the EST, Naomi, aka who's Trinity Fatu, and Jay Cargill, all three in the ring, pointing at the WrestleMania sign. But then we got these assholes in the comments who had nothing but negativity and filth to say about that moment. And we all should reach the point in time where that kind of stuff is no longer tolerated. We can move past that. Like, come on. It's 2024. Who cares? If you don't like it, okay, cool. Just keep it pushing. Like, no need to be a dipshit in the comments or just say stuff that you wouldn't say in person. Things that you would normally have to stand 10 toes down on. I mean, it's only right. But I think that was a pivotal moment. That was a hell of a moment. Like, I jig with it. Now, if it's something that I'm not particularly fond of, okay. But I'm not going to jump in the comments, be a keyboard warrior, keyboard Rambos out here, or just throw a whole hissy fit or get myself in an uproar. Just like, no, if it's not for me, it ain't for me. And that's fine. But speaking of, still staying on wrestling, the one thing I want to say about AEW too is like they are relying too heavily on former WWE superstars to push their brand. Like, Adam Copeland, who's formerly known as Edge, TNT champion. Like, you could use ingrown superstars. Like, there's superstars within Ring of Honor and AEW that you could have built around and still use Edge. I'm going to call him Edge. Because who is it helping with Edge being a TNT champion? You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about a former multi-time world heavyweight champion, multi-time WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, United States champion, tag team champion, a pioneer within the tables, ladders, and chairs match. Decorated. He doesn't have anything left to prove. So I think AEW, like I said, is just the representation with them, the booking, the storylines, everything. Although, if you listen to my Sting episode about his retirement, they did send him out on a good note. So, I feel like that would make them a compelling product to watch, just to have you invested in Dynamite, Rampage, hell, even Dark. You know what I mean? Oh, I did just go in a tangent about pro wrestling, but then, I just was shooting the breeze, just like all the stuff that kind of like a culmination of my week. I spent like ample time with my kids, made sure that they enjoyed their time with me. because, I've been busy. And like I said, these days are just, they aren't promised and they're so short. So now, being on the cusp of April, really locking in, because I can't be bogged down too much and fall into the recreational things or video games or binge watching. But now with April literally waiting for me to pick her up from the airport, I have to make sure that I give April everything that I have for 30 days. And that's staying locked in, staying focused, staying hungry, staying disciplined, being consistent, still trying to build that camaraderie with like-minded people, still being mindful, using that mindfulness, still having that emotional barrier, and even making sure I drop this content for y'all. And moments like these where you could just sit down and just talk about whatever and you just chilling, like I miss that. I miss that vibe with my A1s, We just talking about whatever. It's like again, I always say about those people who, when you get around each other and y'all chilling, it's like y'all never missed a beat. Sometimes you got to go back a little bit in time to bring them up to speed on some shit. But just talking and then just stepping out of your world and just breathing. And that's all this episode is about. Just breathing, just jigging, just talking about a couple things that was on my mind, things I've enjoyed, things that got me through. But also as I prepare for, the next phase in the trifecta. Because the first stage was January, February. Well, I said trifecta because I should have made it January, February, March. But we're going to just go 2 at a time. So January and February, then I did a recap. So now March and April will be their own recap. So it'll be 6 sets of 2s, and this is important to me in so many levels. But one thing remains a fact, that there are no more excuses. It's all on me now. So I have to rise to the challenge. I have to stand tall. I have to make this happen for me, because there are no more excuses. There's nothing in the way, nothing else pulling at me. Is on me. What are you going to do? So again, if you out there and mental health, like everything I just talked about, and then just got locking in, mental health is in the center of all of that. So if you had to watch cartoons, you got to draw, you got to go to the gym or whatever, or you got to binge watch, or you got to chill to bring yourself back down, please do that, because this grind is everlasting. So we got to be ready for the long haul. We got to be built to last. And that's another thing that keeps me going with dropping the content, because I know there's some people that need to hear it. And you are not alone. Like, hell, that's why, that's part of the reason why I collect action figures the way I do. Because I'm passionate, but also it's a form of therapy. Even though when I move them around or take them down and put them back up and all that kind of stuff, it's time consuming, but it's still therapeutic. Like binge watching is therapy. Shooting the breeze, that's therapy. date night therapy. Like, so it's okay. Like, it's all good. But again, just being mindful of the kind of energy and information and the content that we intake or we subject ourselves to. And that's all I wanted to do, was just, now that I'm sitting still and I'm thinking about my fams and everybody, let me just shoot the breeze. Because every day is a work in progress. I'm still working. Like now, I'm about to go back in this house, straighten up, Then I got to catch that new episode of X-Men 97. Do some stuff in my office, fill my calendars out, vacuum, mess with some action figures, and then just relax, but just really get the most of this time that I'm going to have before my busy work week start back up. Because I'm off tomorrow. So let me spend the time with the ones I love and the ones I cherish. Let me take care of myself in the process. Let me set some stuff up. Let's get in alignment, and let's get over the mental hurdles too. And I'm going to leave you all with that. So before I part, do me a solid. Please like, share, subscribe, follow on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. Just type me in. Check out the content. And then to take it a step further, like, I'm a part of the Facebook toy group FWO. So a lot of that content, I don't even separate the names and all that stuff. Like, if I put out that content, it's on the page too. So I have something for everybody. So that way I'm maximizing my talents, my gifts, I guess, but just more so just to connect, with and leave a lasting impression. Because again, this time is you can't put a tag on it. So if you like, share, subscribe, follow, IANCMIS, the number 4 REAL. That's the podcast page on Instagram. That's how you'll find me on YouTube. ENCM is for real. Or ENCMN2. That's my other IG page. There's a Table Talking with Ian Menifee Facebook page that you can interact with. So yes, my social media, they're all they're all linked together. So just hit the links. One will take you to the other. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Comments, all the love. Even if it's some hate, I'll take that too. Only so because I just want to get better. But I'm going to slide out. Peace and blessings. Much love to you all on this really cool, calm, relaxing Sunday. If you have Monday off, please enjoy your off day. If you're only working a half a day on Monday, enjoy your half a day off. If you don't have any off, if you're not off or working half a day or anything like that on Monday, cool. Still saying peace and blessings to you for your work day. Hopefully somebody bring lunch. Working smooth and all that good stuff. Definitely sending some peaceful vibes to you. Until next time. Hey, what's good, my people? Thank you for coming through. I really do appreciate the time that you took to come spend with me. Peace and blessings. much love, and until next time, please stay safe.